Hey, what's up guys? I'm here today to do my first Q&A video for you guys. So, without further ado, let's get this thing underway. Alright, so I have two of the same question. One is from Greg C. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Sorry, bro. I'll make sure to put a picture up here on the screen. And the other one is from Villa's Left. And they ask, how long have I been skating? Well, I started skating when I was 10, but you see, the thing was that back then, I didn't really take it too seriously. Like, I knew that you could do tricks on it, of course, but it was just kind of like a hobby for me at the time. So I spent about 2 years just like cruising around on the street, not really trying anything, and so I built up quite a bit of board control. And I think when I was somewhere around like maybe, I don't know, somewhere at 12 or 13, I started trying my first dolly, and from then on, I just started going to parks and taking lessons from a guy at my local skate park. Next up, we have Brandon Fallon, and I want to thank you for such a, this question kind of had to make me think for a little bit, and he asks, what was your best or worst skateboarding experience, or experience as a skateboarder? And I don't know, this really gets me thinking. I haven't really had too many bad memories on my skateboard, but pretty sure one of the best was Christmas Day, about like 3 years ago, I want to say, when I got my Mojo bench. I went out, set it up, and within 5 minutes of it, I learned tray flips on flat ground like a few months before, but they were really sloppy and they didn't even go all the way. So I think I was really surprised when I got on the bench, started trying three flips, and I learned my first one perfectly, and I just ran inside, asked my dad to get the camera and film it. And if you guys want to see footage of that, I'll have a link down in the description below to what used to be my old channel, Alex, or no, that's my current one. The Skate Rat 456 is actually what it used to be called, and you can see some of my old footage there. It's really bad. That's why I got my new channel. But if you want to check that out, that'll be right there. And worst experience on a skateboard. Other than falls, I really haven't had any bad experiences. Can't really think of any bad experience. I mean, it's brought me to meet new people, and you know, I've been with it for a long time, so I don't really have anything to answer that. Next up, Tanner Beam asks, Fruit Loops or Mini Wheats? And I'm gonna have to answer that completely honestly and say Fruit Loops, without a doubt, my favorite breakfast cereal. So there you go, and now all of YouTube knows my favorite cereal. So thank you for asking the question. Let's move on. Peter Carreño asks, what was your reaction when you landed your first kickflip? That's a pretty interesting question right there, because my first kickflip was actually done in the grass, and so me being, the kid who never did anything as a kid, when I was younger, I kind of counted my first grass kickflip as my first one, and when I landed that, I was actually like pretty surprised. Like, I didn't break into my happy dance or anything, but when I landed, it felt pretty good. And then I tried taking it to concrete, and it was like a completely different thing. I slipped out, and I remember getting hurt a couple times. But just to like feel what it's like to actually stick one on flat ground for the first time was pretty incredible. I thought it was an insanely hard trick at the time, and now here I am doing all these crazy variations of the kickflip. So it's great. But I actually remember the first kickflip I actually did was in a game of skate against my friends Devin and Finn. And when I did that, I was pretty surprised. Like, it was sketchy, but I was pretty surprised to pull that out in a game of skate, and I was hyped. It was a good day. Anthony Moore asks, what's one skateboard fall that you'll never forget? Well, for this one, I have quite a few that I want to tell you guys about. They're pretty interesting, so I'd like you guys to know them. I've been wanting to explain these to you guys for a while. Definitely I remember one of the most painful ones. It was when I started out skating. I didn't really know about skate shoes and all that, so I'd wore Vans slip-ons. I went outside, tried to do a kickflip, and the board straight up shot into my toe. I went inside, it was all purple, and it hurt really bad. I was literally like on the ground, like I was just like curled up in a ball, didn't want to get up. I don't think that stopped me from skating too long though. Next fall, probably when I was at the skate park trying to ollie off a bank, and I got credit carded for the first time. I was so scared. I wouldn't expect that to happen. I got really freaked out, but you know, I was back in skating within like 2 days. It just kind of hurt a little bit for the first time, and it was definitely not a fun fall. This last one is actually one of the most recent ones. It was this summer, and it was, we had just come back from the ditch, my friend Mason and we were skating my fun box, and I went up and I tried to power slide blunt down the ramp, if that's even what you call the trick name, and the sprinklers were on, but the ramp was in the middle, so it wasn't really hitting them. No, the sprinklers weren't on at the time, actually. I was wrong, but I tried to like do that power slide down the ramp, and I just completely hit my face on the concrete, and I was fine. It didn't hurt that bad or anything, but I went inside to clean up. I'd thrown my board in the grass before I went inside, and then when I came back, my board was all soaked. The sprinklers had actually turned on while I was inside. My board was ruined. It's actually not that bad. I don't think it got waterlogged too bad, but if you guys have been wondering, that's why I don't skate the Enjoy I had with the tie-dye grizzly grip. So now you guys know why I'm not using that one anymore. Andrea Putra wants to know, sorry if I didn't pronounce your name right, buddy. I tried my best. This is an old question from one of my videos further back, but I just figured I'd try to get the most questions in this Q&A video. He asks, how long have I been skating? And first off, I want to just answer that like the previous questions. I want to say a total of 5 years, 2 of them cruising, 3 of them actually learning tricks. And what was your worst injury when skating? And worst injury, actually, now that I remember it, I was skating in shorts one day, and I tried to do a dramatic ollie off my 1080 ramp. It wasn't just a regular ollie. I tried to tweak it out and everything. It was the one day I forgot to wear knee pads, and I just completely cut up my knee on the driveway. I started bleeding everywhere, and I was really freaked out. And another fall, this one just came to my mind. I swear it was the last one, but I set up my element rail on my bench, so it's kind of like a up rail, and I was trying to like 50-50 up it. I board slid out onto a piece of wood in the grass, you know, just to be safe, and I had 50-50'd it a couple times, but yeah, I think this time in particular I had raised the height setting on it, and I went up to try to 50-50 it. The rail just completely slipped off the bench, like that way, so I fell back, and I landed on my fingers on the ground, and they bent back. I almost thought I dislocated them, but I didn't. It just kind of felt weird for a little bit. I think the next day I was back up in skating as usual, so yeah, that's definitely some of the more memorable falls I can remember. Last question, we have Aaron Estrella, and he asks, vulcanized or cup sole? And personally, just because I'm a fan of Americas, they're my favorite shoe. I've skated 2 pairs in a row, which, if you know me, I never do that. I always like to try new shoes every time, and I'm looking to getting a 3rd pair. I don't know what they'll be yet, probably some Provosts. I'm going to have to say cup sole, definitely. I think I had a pair of vulcanized Vans once, and I wasn't too crazy about them. They weren't as good as I thought they'd be, but yeah, I'm definitely a fan of America and their cup soles. And so that just about wraps up this Q&A video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry I sound a little weird. Have some allergies going on in my nose, so if my voice sounds a little weird. Also, I'm not like in a bad mood or anything. I just I'm not feeling too good right now. You know, don't want to say I'm feeling sick, but like I said, my allergies are getting to me. And so I'll see you in an update video sometime Thursday, and we'll see if I can get around to filming a video tomorrow for you guys. Alright, peace.